I feel, we more than just sports and having a good time, or people want to rock with you because of this. How y'all doing out there again? Freddie calls it checking in. Hope everything going well with everybody as always. Everybody on the up and up. Today I'm hoping I can be kind of short with this. Most of my videos now getting kind of long when it ain't my intent because it takes forever to load them up and run them. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about saying, been kind of been on a road talking about sayings. In the beginning, I kind of said that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I talk on certain phrases and kind of get a extra meaning or different meaning if you ain't thought about it in a way on what they mean. But this is a common one. The one they call uh, what goes on in the darkness, is gonna come into the light. And generally, the way you look at that in this way, people can be go so long, playing and doing dirt or doing something, but eventually after a while, their true colors will come out, and whatever they were doing in the dark gonna come out into the light, or whatever discretion it may be. But in some situations like that, you hear people you thought would never do certain things, but then they do it. You're shocked when it happens. But generally, if that person is kind of sorry for what they did and kind of and you can actually see the sorrow. Generally, people are willing to forgive them because that discretion is not something been their primary, not something that they did all the time. Just maybe once or one time or something, and people sometimes are willing to forgive that. Of course, some people don't, but but anyway, like I say, for those who do, those who do forgive people like that, it's a reason probably why they doing that because, like I said, the person apologized and publicly said they was wrong for whatever they did, because of what they had. Like I said, they could have been doing good and things like that, helpful for people, but they had one discretion. Some people would forgive that, and the reason they forgive it because of what the things they had been doing. Whether that's helping people, feeding the hungry, or donating to charities and things like that. Work, and things like that, preaching or in the church, or doing something like that. But people eventually, like I said, if that person is, like I said, that's what they've been mainly doing. And like I said, they had one discretion. Some people are willing to forgive them for that and don't hold it. And the only reason because of that people forgive that because of what they have been doing, the works that or the good works that they had been doing, because that was more prominent or what they were producing. Minus that discretion or whatever. And versus like I say, I'm gonna switch kind of pages, say like a person, what they're about, they ain't about nothing or something like that, or things like that, they doing crime, whatever that may be, because even if that type of person, if they do something bad, say if they do something good, put it that way, maybe a fruit thing they're good, but because of what they had been doing, and people know what they have, what they've been doing is not likely just because of that one good thing that people going, like I say, stay on that good thing and not forget what they've been doing, which, and like I say, what was prominent from them was, like I say, doing crime or doing things that ain't worthwhile, and that's what people, would be thinking on, and it's that one little time that person who been doing wrong, they gonna remember that good thing. The only reason, because of the reason that is because of what they had been doing. The crime was prominent, and that's what people known you to do. That's why people won't I guess won't forgive that. You know, they ain't gonna think of that good thing. It's not. It won't come up. You know, it just be that's who you are, a thief or something like that. But anyway, the kind of want to put it this way: whatever you more prominent in doing or producing, that's kind of what people will, gonna attach you to, you know, and things like that, that's kind of what I wanted to put out there, whatever you producing, you know, uh, that's gonna be the main thing people gonna judge you on. If you producing crap or doing things that ain't worthwhile, that's what all people gonna think of it, and like I said, if you do something good, you know, it kind of won't be, it's gonna already be remembered, you know. But because like I say, they can do one good thing. A person, like I say, who don't follow the law, they can do some good, but it's not going. It's gonna all be a stain on. I mean, whatever you mainly been doing, that's what you're gonna be known for. Either way it go. So, like anyway, the biggest thing. That's what I want to put out there. Whatever you known for, that's what people gonna know you for. Or people or a group or something. Whatever you known for, whatever you known producing, that's mainly what they gonna judge you on. And but yeah, man, that was all I wanted to say. I kind of want to say a little more to that, but I'm probably gonna make another video to what I'm wanting to say. Sometimes you got those people that who don't believe, if you've been producing something for so long, if you try to switch lanes, some people would never consider you a changing or or detach you from your past. You got those people, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, in the past, you had been doing something bad longer than what you're doing now. You got people like that just would keep you attached to it, and I kind of with my community and how we're looked at in society, there's a lot of things there's certain things that come out more than I wish that we will be looked at in. I guess the most biggest thing we producing is either, or those who think they ain't made it, maybe like is in games, playing sports and music, and we are the what in, that's how our community, we not looked at so much as owners, or having any type of ownership or anything, it's not attached to us, or my community, the way I grew up, is more, like I say, music or playing ball, or that's like the highlights, that's in society, what we are more that we produce, or have a good time, that's things like that not looked at as heads in the country, or other people, we most black folks grew up in America, but like I say, other people, they are looked at to having or looked at as, they smart, but we can, and also looked at, we can play ball, we can make the spot hot or things like that. We're not looked at it, like I said, in a level of being, having like ownership, can run a state or high, what I'm saying, even in Congress, you don't see too many faces up there, as far as a majority, you know. But anyway, man, the way we were looked at it bothers me, I kind of want to be a voice of, to awake people, of course, I speak the word to you and things like that, it got some shady people in the positions as far as in that, that it is not right, and not kind of like truthful, or looked at as mess going on in church, in churches in my community and things like that. That's what we kind of like known for. But far as, like I say, doing big things or education, and we're not prominent when we looked at as a community or in a communities around America, we're not looked at in, like I say, a manner like, but the only reason because of that, this is the main thing that we are looked at as, because what we are producing, that what we are good at, like I say, good at sports, good at having a good time and are prominent on things. That's what even some people, want a piece of that, that action. But like I said, we're not kind of looked at as educated. That's not the main thing. And having a whole lot of ownership, looked at we sometimes can't get along with each other and things like that. You know, uh, you know, that's what in my time the Lord let me live right now. I just want to put also a lot of that because, it's lack of real, like I said on a video before, spiritual. When you got your mind right with the Lord, my opinion, you believe what you want, whatever. When your mind is kind of, like I say, you got that spiritual connection and where your source come from and not just you, you know, how, know God, it's got to be God and whatever, and, if that's not right, you know what I'm saying? I don't, and that for me, you know what I'm saying? I got to get up and pray every day, you know what I'm saying, to make it, But anyway, man, I just had that thoughts on my mind, I just want to get back, I know February, is gonna be Black History Month, so I'm probably trying to do a little extra things, you know, because of that, and try to put out some stuff, and make people think, you know, especially in my community. And like I said, I hope I can reach out, I'm gonna try to reach out to other people, and I hope people can feel me where I'm coming from, what I'm talking about, you know, I feel, we more than just sports and having a good time, or people want to rock with you because of this, because you can do this, and you know what I'm saying. But in actuality, some people are having stuff talking under their breath, other things about us as a culture, it is happening, and things like that. But anyway, man, I'm at 12 minutes. I tried to be brief. But anyway, man, I just had those thoughts on my mind, And like I say, y'all be safe. As I say, and always stay thankful, and there's more to come, Peace out.